equipment, and I don't want to break anything because that's how I do. I don't know what this does. What are we doing? Are we just kind of about me? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't freaking know. I'm waiting for the coffee to fully hit my system, and then I'll be A-okay. My name's Troy Baker, in case you got lost. And is that my camera? Camera A, camera B. It's like a crotch cam right now, too. I'm like, I need to get lower, you get lower, I don't know what needs to happen. I'm going to shoot this just a little bit, I don't want to break anything. This is all about me, and we'll just kind of get to know Troy Baker. I almost broke this table just now. Okay, great way to start off, too. It's like, whoa! Holy crap in a basket, that is an amazing cosplay. What I love is that he goes, that's brilliant, look at that, yeah, kudos, man. Percentage made versus bought. 40% did you make, or?
Oh my God.
What? You helped?
And I helped.
It's the shake and bake cosplay. What I love is like when someone's in a costume like that, it's like awesome cosplay, menacing character, and it's like a 9-year-old girl. That happened to me with the Rorschach. We were at AWA, and I was like, I kept kind of going like this because Rorschach's just staring at me, and I was like, I'm sorry, you're really freaking me out. And it was this like 14-year-old chick. She's like, thanks. I'm like, no! It was great. The Watchmen rocks, not the movie. Sidebar: has anybody ever read? Okay, how many gamers do we have? Okay, rock on. We're good company. And this is about anything. So anything that I've done, anime, video games, we'll get your questions going. We'll just kind of roll with that. But there's anybody play Arkham Asylum? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Cool. Game Informer gave it 9.5. It was like contended for Game of the Year. It was amazing. Does anybody know that it's based off of a graphic novel?
Yeah.
Really? Have you read it?
Yeah.
Holy God. I wish they had. I thought Arkham Asylum was great. You just want to play detective mode the entire time. But I finally read the graphic novel. I wish they had made that game, because that is one of the creepiest, scariest stories. If you've never never read it, it's Grant Morrison and Dave McKean. Back in '89, they did this weird, totally dark. No one had ever done anything like this, and it's the most successful, highest-selling graphic novel of all time. Even more so than Watchmen. It's like sold over 500,000 copies or something. Is ridiculous. But it is the darkest, most twisted story. And if you think Joker is evil, wait till you read this. It's just so brilliant, and the artwork is incredible. So, and then go back and play Arkham Asylum and see what you think of those sort of similar. So,
What was the title?
Arkham Asylum.
No. That new graphic novel you were describing.
Arkham Asylum. We'll get there together. It's Arkham Asylum, a serious house on serious earth. And it came out in '89. They just released the 15-year anniversary. 15 years since '89. I remember back in 1994. When I graduated from high school. Jeez. I just had my birthday. April 1st. It was my birthday. I joked and I was. I know, it's so funny. Can you imagine the temptation that the doctor had? He was like, I can really mess with you right now. Oh my God, he has 2 heads. I'm just kidding. I was like, if I knew my 30s were going to be this cool, I might have just completely skipped over my 20s, because I'm having a lot of fun. It's been a very cool year, and 2009 was really cool too. We had some cool games that came out. New game called Modern Warfare 2 didn't do very well. Not a lot of people played that game at all. It only sold 12 million copies in the first 5 days. Anybody play Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm currently in recovery because I don't think I left my house for about 3 months, and I now live in Karachi, and but none of these jokes are hitting. It was really funny in my head. I was like down the elevator going, "This is gonna love me." But yeah, Modern Warfare 2 came out. What else did we have come out? There was another game that came out in March.
Final Fantasy 13.
What was it
Final
called?
Fantasy 13.
That could have been it. Yeah. Anybody play Final Fantasy yet?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm going to do a little prelude to the... I'm going to do a haters panel tonight. Which, Peyton, if there's anything that you... Yeah, or anything that I've been in, or... Okay, here's where it came from. So I'm perusing through some of the Final Fantasy boards, and when they released the first trailer, there were a lot of people that were kind of bagging specifically on Snow. Because if you see Snow, you look at me like, oh, this tough dude, yeah, And then they bring me in, I'm like, screw it. I'm just cocky, whatever. And a lot of people thought that it didn't match up. And one guy, if I ever find him, he said, well, clearly they're just writing to match the flaps. And I'm like, actually, Square is being a front runner and they're completely reanimating. We never had to match flaps. They said we're going to actually animate to what you guys do. So that you truly had a Japanese version and an English version. And so it gave us a lot of freedom in the script and the performance more than like in other Final Fantasy games or other like animated and stuff like that. So that kind of spawned this thing where I'm like, I kind of want to find out what other people hate. And he was like just bagging on it, saying it's terrible, it's the worst acting ever. I'm like, really? Come on. Those are really talented people. Allie Hillis is Lightning. Brilliant. She's amazing. Super sexy voice, man. Georgia by Kylenberg, who normally does like, really kiddie stuff. She plays Vanille. She's awesome. And they're like, that's a terrible Australian accent. I'm like, really? Because she's from Melbourne. So, that's actually a pretty good Australian accent. My g'day, mate, is a little better. No, it's not. You sound like Rocco, and that's not good. What's up?
I don't know. I'm just starting to suspect that maybe the guy was just hating on it just for the sake of hating.
Probably there is that. But I also think that there's a lot of people that kind of harbor some animosity towards anime or video games. And there's a lot of stuff. There's a game that I did. I'm not going to say what it is now. We'll say that for tonight. But I was like, swing and a miss. I thought it was going to be a great game, and it's just really, really not. And it did okay. Some people are like, it's really, really cool. And then I've like Battlefield. Anybody play Battlefield? Bad Company 2?
Yeah.
No one? Okay. I played the first one. I was like, this sucks. This is just not a good game. It's annoying. I don't like the gameplay. And then apparently 2 comes out, and people are loving it. It's amazing. It's like, contender for Modern Warfare. It's all right. So, where should we start? Okay, most common question is, how did you get started? Is that a good place to start? You want to start at the beginning? Okay. Get this. So, I'm in a band, and this is like 2003, okay? And we're doing our album at the studio. And, you guys come on in and get close. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. I had the same jacket when I was like 12. I got a lot of looks when I was a kid. It was like, really? So we're doing this album at the studio, and the studio did a lot of commercial work and like car commercials and radio commercials and stuff. And I was really interested in getting into radio, so I was like, hey, can I maybe do anything? They're like, hey, get out. So yeah, it was funny. Like, and 2 weeks later, I get a call like, if you're still interested, get down here and let's see what you can do. So I get in the booth, the guy's completely disinterested in what I'm doing, and it's like, just read the copy. That's the words on the page. I'm like, all right. And it was car commercials, so I just did what I heard growing up on the radio. It was like, this something, And they're like, all right, kid, you got the job. And I was like, do you mind telling me why 2 weeks ago you don't want to know my name and now I'm your guy? They're like, yeah, just right place, right time. The guy's been doing our car commercials for the last 25 years, had a heart attack and died. And then one time I'm walking into a session, and this other guy's walking out, and he's this really cool hip cat. He's got these great glasses, and he has really cool outfits. He's got a little flavor saver. He's like, you've got a really cool voice. I'm like, what you do? I'm like, oh, thanks. I appreciate it. My name's Troy Baker's Christopher Sabat. And I had no idea what I was getting into. And he said, listen, do you know anime? I'm like, yeah, I grew up watching like Robotech and stuff like that. So to me, that wasn't anime. Those were just my shows, my cartoons. I wanted to be Rick Hunter. That was me. And he's like, well, why don't you come down? And I've got this role I think would be really cool in. And his first show called Case Closed.